guys, Lucky Rich here, feeling a tad bit under the weather still fighting an awful head cold. But, so I took the day off yesterday. I'll probably do more than one stream today to kind of make up for it. But for now, we're just going to tear through story mode as Annie, because I've never seen Annie's story mode yet. We'll do the default skin too. Annie's Falling Star. Rating plummets in the end of a magical girl dynasty. TV show Annie the Star's ratings have plummeted. Is this the end of the magical girl dynasty? You think the papers would start sensationalizing a rating slump after the Skullgirl attacked Maple Crest. News about the Skullgirl isn't going to be in the entertainment section, unless she announces she's going to star in a stage musical. Also, feedback from our focus groups shows a similar drop in engagement. To put it simply, viewers feel we've lost the magic. Pfft, it's not my fault the writers are phoning it in. If I have to fight another coffee table monster, I'm going to do more than just flip a table. We could catch most of the concerns easily if you were as involved in the process as you used to be. You used to be so passionate. You pushed everyone to do the best. Last I checked, my job description as a centuries-old warrior didn't include babysitting the entire crew. I should be out there hunting the Skullgirl. You'll be able to go hunt her after you've shot the last fight scene. Fine, so what's the costume partner cooked up this time? No costume this time. Beep boop meow. What the fudge is that? Such language, Annie. You know I'd say worse if I physically could. Oh, that's right. Annie can't curse or do things that are considered bad or mean because she's a magical girl. She's literally incapable of doing it. So funny. I forgot about that. Anyway, the prop department found a new friend in a field and managed to patch it up. I think it's the perfect thing to spice up the mid-season finale. Cat pun detected. Comedy routine, mildly amused, engaging laugh track. Ha 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 ha. It's a pre-recorded audience language. Our mechanical friend might be more challenging than usual villains, but I'm sure you can handle it. Foolish human. No creature of flesh and bone can handle Robo Fortune. Your prop department has convinced me to field test the repairs in this combat simulation. Once you are defeated, I will presume my true objective. Save the villain monologues for the camera, will ya? Beep boop me out. This is actually ironic because so I used to play Robo Fortune as my third until Annie came out. Animatronics keep me out. Oh, there's a heavy. Gotta get back in my Skullgirls mentality. Now she's trying to lay me out. Ooh, that was good. I wish I was better at dying. So, remember, perseverance isn't just about fighting mechanical monsters for the sake of the galaxy. Perseverance is doing your best at school, at work, and everything else. So go and show the world what you can do, and I'll see you next time. In the stars! God. Wind, reel, print it, let's get it over to editing. Finally, can we get out of here? There's a real villain for me to fight, remember? Yes, I've scheduled the rest of your day around a brief appointment and public appearances that will have us traveling all around New Meridian. It should give you plenty of cover to hunt the Skullgirl. You still haven't hired a new life double yet? I would be happy to if you had a candidate, but last I checked, you haven't even started looking. Oh, what a pain. But no fixing it now. Sagan, let's go. Right. There's just one more. It's really you. This is Eileen. She's the winner of the essay contest we held last month. She's here for her grand prize, a whole day with our hero, Annie of the Stars. That's great. It's always wonderful to meet my fans. I'm so glad you could be here today with us, Eileen. I can't believe I'm here on set. The picture and the fan club mailer do not do it justice. And watching you fight that metal cat thing gave me goosebumps. It was so real. Our costume department sure knows how to make some unique villains. Why don't you get a photo with it? Oh my gosh, really? My friends are gonna be so jealous. No way, not happening. Rescheduling her isn't feasible and runs the risk of generating more bad press. I can't have her tagging along while I hunt the Skullgirl. The answer is no. Annie, the show. To heck with the show! Annie, until you stop the cycle, there will always be more Skullgirls. But if we don't do something, the show is going to get cancelled. And if you lose this show, you will never get it back. Don't you remember what you told me back when we first met? We're here to change the world one episode at a time. We can't do that if the show's cancelled. We need this. Fine, she can come along. She just better not get in my way. I'll make sure you'll hardly notice her. Oh my gosh, it plays the piano. Yeah, good luck with that. What are we going to do with her, Sagan? I've never been to Little Innsmouth before. Oh, is that so? I've seen it from the metro before, but this is my first time actually getting to visit. It's a fascinating place, if you haven't been here a million times. My parents were so excited for me when I told them I won the contest. You should just like knock over all the stuff in my desk. I think they were expecting I'd spend most of the day at the studio, but this is so much better. That's great. Okay, we're here, one of the best little restaurants in Little Innsmouth. It smells delicious, but the best part is I get to do lunch with Annie. Eileen, how about you come in with me so you can pick what you want? Annie, starfruit shrimp stir fry for you? Yeah, you know what I like. Sagan wants dragon fire pork buns, extra ginger, extra chili oil. Got it, Eileen, and I will be inside for a bit. Try not to get into too much trouble. Finally, I thought she was going to talk my ear off. You said it. Now let's try to find a lead on the Skullgirl before they get back. The Skullgirl? You gotta be kidding me. Hate to rain on your parade, but I doubt the Skullgirl does guest appearances. What does it matter to you? Call it an innocent feline fascination. You know what they say about curiosity in cats, right? Perhaps, but I'm also not about to let anyone get between me and the Skullheart. Especially not some spoiled starlet with a personal assistant. So run home, little kitten. I think I hear your mother mewing. Why don't you try and make me, furball?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
showtime! Oh, is it quarter circle forward? It is. Whew. Man, who knew a kitten could be so ferocious? But I won't give up. I have to get the skull heart. It's the only way I can bring them back. There's always one, isn't there, Sagan? Growl. Hey, didn't you watch any of the Stars as a kid? A little. It was the only show Sinker ever let me watch. Then you should know this. You can't wish people back to life on some magical MacGuffin. It never works the way you want it to. But that's just some kid show. Real life. A wish like that only ends one way. You become the Skullgirl and they become your undead minions. It's better for everyone if you let whoever it is rest in peace. Besides, at this point, you're in no condition to fight anyone, let alone a Skullgirl. So get out of here. Try to do something worthwhile with your 9 lives. Joke's on you. I'm down 6 at most. We're here to change the world one episode at a time. Can't believe I was so naive. How many decades has it been, Sagan? How many kids grew up watching my show only to end up just like her? They chase after the skull heart despite all the risks and warnings. What a waste of time. Yeah, I guess her puns were pretty good. Good work with the hospital visit, Annie. Yeah, it was so much fun watching you with the kids. I'm still giddy from seeing how happy they were. And thank you for letting me help. It was so much fun being one of the civilians in the skit. Yeah, you did great. The scream was top-notch. You got talent. Yeah, he said I have talent. Alright, you two. We have some time before Annie's next appearance. How about we grab some ice cream and enjoy a walk around Maple Crest? Sure, maybe I can finally find that thing I'm looking for. Hey, hold up. Hold up a second. Is that who I think it is? Not exactly what I was talking about. I knew it. You're Annie of the Stars, ain't you? The real one. What gave it away? The dress, the hair, or Sagan? Rah. Rah. Oh yeah, all that's the genuine article. But only the real Annie would be walking around the Florence Malaise. Producer extraordinaire and the first actress to ever play Annie. What? Is she serious? I'm impressed you knew that. Not a lot of people remember anymore. I didn't know I'd spend the day with 2 Annies. Wait, you don't mean the grand prize for the essay contest, do you? Me and the boys must send in hundreds of letters, but guess that means you won. Them's the breaks, but from one fan to another, congrats. So how's it been? It's been amazing. I got to tour the set and even got... Sorry to interrupt, but we should get going. This is your day, Eileen. I don't want anyone else getting in the way, in my way while I'm looking for the skull... looking for fun things for us to do. I don't mind if she comes along for a little bit. Being generous with others is its own reward, right? Episode 12 from last season. Nice callback. Still must as I got business of my own I gotta take care of. But before I go, maybe I can get an autograph? Fine, just give me a second. I've got a pen. Just make it out to my hero, Peacock. Hero? That's right, when I bring down the Skullgirl, you bet I'll be a bona fide hero just like you. The Skullgirl? You're not trying to make a wish on the Skull Heart, right? No way, the Skull Heart and the Skullgirl ain't nothing but trouble. I'm gonna blast the thing to smithereens the moment I set eyes on it. And you really think you can do it? Not to brag, but my business is fighting Skullgirls, and business is booming. You know, I've always wanted to see how I might measure up with a bona fide hero. How about we have a little sparring match? If you win, maybe we could see about getting a hero on the show for a guest appearance. You mean it? Hot damn, I'd fight a dozen Skullgirls for a chance to be on your show. Just don't get mad and change your mind after I rough you up a little. Peacock's fun.
This is the props, kid. This is tuna with bacon. Action.
What? Omar, what does that even mean? I know, Annie's doing Annie. Peacock doing Peacock things. Got her before the bomb hit
I'm
me.
too old for this.
Peacock, are you okay? Yeah, ain't nothing I can't walk off. That's a relief. I was wondering there towards the end. You two really weren't holding anything back. It's hard to hold back when someone starts throwing bombs. Can you blame me? I was trying to impress you. I am impressed. You got a lot of tricks up your sleeve. It's a shame you're wasting so much of your potential. I get the slapstick is your stick, but you're lacking basic fundamentals. If you were fighting a skullgirl with even a modest undead horde, you'd get overwhelmed. And don't get me started on your... Hey, what do you know about fighting skullgirls? You just pretend to be here on TV. But while you're signing autographs and smile for the camera, I'll be bringing down the skullgirl. I'll be a real hero. Then I'll star on my own show of action and cartoons. And it'll be even better than your show ever was. Wait, Peacock, she didn't mean... Don't go after her, Eileen. But there's something else you want to say, right? Something encouraging and inspiring about how Peacock can be a real hero if she puts in the effort? Nope. If she just sees me as some pampered TV star, even after I beat her in a fight, there's no amount of sugarcoating is going to make her take my advice to heart. Now come on, let's get going. But... can't believe you talked me into this. It's for a good cause. The proceeds from tonight's event will be a big benefit to the Renor Foundation of Displaced Orphans. But does it have to be him? At least you didn't have to talk to Zane this time. He's always so sleazy. Just stay on script and try to muscle through. Once we're done, I can take Eileen home. Then you and Sagan can hunt the skullgirl to your heart's content. Does it have to be him? That's right! Your main man is back! Come on, New Meridian, let me hear you howl! Oh! Just try and put on a good show, and remember, it's all for charity. I'll be in the front row watching with Eileen. Who's this walking into my ring to challenge me? If it isn't Annie of the Stars, what are you doing out so late? Isn't it a little past your bedtime? Well, I heard the Beowulf was coming out of retirement. I didn't want to miss my chance to rumble with a legend. Do you hear that, Wolfpack? Sounds like we have a real match here. Annie of the Stars versus the one, the only, Beowulf. And just you wait. Once I'm done here, Wolfpack, I'm gonna go defeat the Skullgirl. But wait a second, that's not in the script. That's right, the Skullgirl's gonna regret treading on wolf territory. No, Beowulf, it's too dangerous. Too dangerous. I don't know the meaning of the word. First, that's 2 words. Second, looks like I'm gonna have to pop that ego before you listen.
Wait, are you the villain this season?
Are you the villain this season? Okay. Ah, nice grab. Whew, that was very close. What happened? What do you think happened? I knocked you out. What? No, the wolf pack, they're gone. The last one just filed out a few minutes ago. We would have left too if Eileen and Florence weren't so worried about you. We wanted to be sure you didn't need to go to the hospital. But since we're still here, you want to explain to me why you went off script? Why would you want to hunt the Skullgirl? Because the Skullgirl wouldn't stand a chance. All it'd take is one 3-wolf moonsault, and she'd be down for the count. Drop the act, Beowulf. What's the real reason? Because I want to be a hero again. I want to be someone people look up to, like back when I beat Grendel. I don't want the last thing people remember about me being when I played a villain on your show. Okay, not your show, but, you know, an episode of the show you work on. Nothing has ever stopped you from being a hero. A real hero keeps fighting the good fight without fame and fortune. Some heroes have to keep going in spite of it. Aw, what do you know? You're just... what? A TV star? Some kid? I mean, it's impossible, right? It's impossible a kid like me could know anything about anything. It's possible for me to know more than the adults who keep making the same mistakes. The adults who keep letting the Skullgirl happen. The adults who were once kids that swore they knew my show by heart. The show where I have to prance around as a sparkly magical girl from space. The show that, despite all my efforts, hasn't stopped a single Skullgirl, because in the end, kids seem to always grow into stupid adults. The same stupid adults that make the same stupid mistakes over and over again. Is that what you're saying, Beowulf? Whoa, I think I lost me a little there. Fine, I'll be outside. Wait, Annie. Mr. Wolf? I'm sorry. I know you just... My father's a big fan. He says he was there when you fought Grendel selling concessions. He gets so excited whenever he talks about it. I know what you did meant a lot to him. Would you mind if I asked you for an autograph? You bet, kid. Anything for a fan. So, should I make it out to Dad, or... It's pretty funny. There you are, Eileen. What took you so long? Sorry, just had to go to the restroom. Well, it's getting pretty late. I guess just about time we got you home. Did you have a good time with Annie today? Of course, Actually, no, I didn't. I started out great. I was having so much fun. I got to see the set, we ate lunch, and then we went to the hospital for those kids. Then I saw how you treated Peacock and Beowulf. I had to knock some sense into them. They had no business hunting the Skullgirl. Maybe you're right. You need to stop them before they get hurt. But the Annie I know, that I idolized, wouldn't have done it the way you did. Oh, and how would the Annie you know have done it? She would have encouraged Peacock to work hard, to become a hero people can depend on. She would have talked with Beowulf and made sure he wanted to hunt the Skullgirl for the right reasons. She would have been kind and patient and understanding. Instead, you were cruel and blunt and bitter. You acted more like a villain than a hero. Now listen, I don't have to explain myself to... Ooh, explosions. What the? It's Skullgirl. Florence, get Eileen home now. Even if we could get to the car, there's no way we'll get out of the city. There's going to be a panic and undead flooding the streets. Ah, crud. Okay, you two have to stick with me. I'll protect you, but we have to get to Medici Tower. Wait, we're running towards the Skullgirl? Just what is that Skullgirl doing? Oh, my parents are going to be worried sick. Can't we? It's a minion, and she was a worm in her head. Wait a minute, I know that minion and worm. Squiggly, Leviathan. Oh my, Annie, is that you? My word, you haven't aged a day. Never thought I'd run into you two again after what happened with Squiggly's mother. Let me guess, the maid causing the mess up there brought you back. She called out to the dead, rise up, and to keep the tower from falling. Why? If she let the tower fall and kill everyone before her, that would only give her more minions. Don't know, but I ain't about to question what's saving lives. Big Band, you're looking a bit out of tune there, buddy. Did the Skullgirl do that to you? No, it was her. It's Painwheel. Painwheel, she's another ASG agent, but she's all tangled up in Brain Drain's puppet strings. She was ordered to attack the Skullgirl, even though that could make the tower fall. And you tried to stop her? Fighting other ASG agents isn't my usual jam, but I know how to improvise. So we've got a Skullgirl saving lives and an ASG agent on a rampage. Gotta admit, this is a first for me. Still, our priority has to be stopping that Painwheel. Big Bang, Squiggly, Leviathan, think you can back me up? You're gonna have to do most of the fighting, but you can count me in. Of course, helping you with this is the least we can do. It will be an honor to join you in battle once more. Alright, I'll try to keep Painwheel focused on me. You hang back and wait for opportunities to attack, but don't push yourselves. Just do whatever you can. That will be enough. Now let's go! Lawrence, what's going on? Just stay close. I promise, it'll be okay.
Abomination.
Make it flashy, guys. Showtime.
Stop it. Ah, I'll get you. Ooh, that hit. Give me a beat. Gotta say, I've never played Squiggly or Big Bang before, so this will be... Nice suit. Oh, get up. I didn't hit you that hard. That's one problem taken care of. I'll radio in some support from Lab 8. Hopefully they can keep her calm and help cut her strings. Now what do we do about... What are you looking at me like that, Eileen? Now this is the real Annie of the Stars. You swooped in and saved the day with friendship and strategy and sword, and it was so amazing, like I'm living in an episode. And what about me being a villain? I still don't like how you treat Beowulf and Peacock, but I shouldn't have said the things I did. I expect you to act like you do on TV. I want you to save the world and make it a better place along the way. Maybe that's not always realistic, but you were able to do it just now. That's because I know these two. I know I can trust them. Don't you think if you made friends with Beowulf and Peacock today that someday they could have fought alongside you just like that? I guess. When I met these two 14 years ago, they weren't much better. Squiggly was shambling around trying to get used to being dead with a new parasite in her head, and Big Ben had never faced a Skullgirl before. But with some help from a soldier and an old prodigy of mine, we beat the Skullgirl. I think your heart has always been in the right place, Annie. And when it matters most, you always pull through. But in my opinion, your greatest strength has never been your sword. Exactly. But all that stuff doesn't really, Lorenzo Medici. Oh, yeah.
Dare turn your back on me, or this empire you built on your victims' graves. I will destroy you!
Well, I think there goes the head of the Medici family. Looks like she's flying off towards the Grand Cathedral. And that's where we're going. We can't let her get away. We're right behind you. What about me and Florence? There's still millions around, and who knows what Medici's goons will sweep in here to clean up. So stay close and try to keep out of sight. I've heard some celebrities won't go anywhere without their entourage, but isn't this a bit much? Don't you know there's safety in numbers? Well, you're in luck. I've just enough body bags to accommodate you all. Annie, let me and Squiggly deal with this. You can go on ahead and make sure the Skullgirl doesn't get away. Do you really think I'm gonna let you do that? Not asking you permission. Besides, I got some questions for you, Valentine. We won't let the neophyte nurse stop you. Go! Okay, just remember, all you have to do is keep her busy. And Squiggly, it was good seeing you again. Of course, I only wish I had been under better circumstances. Florence, Eileen, stay up here with them. If something happens, I want you to get out of here and find help. Be careful, Annie. Yeah, come back safe. Don't worry, I've dealt with worse Skullgirls before. Wait, you can't just... Sorry, Valentine. We're your next patients. I've got this itch to drum out no-good traitors. Yes, we need immediate medical attention. This young woman has a serious cranial vulnerus sculptorium. I can't even find my pulse. Hilarious. I have just the remedy for your hypochondriacs. Oh my god, can't speak. Looks like we're going into the final battle. Oh man, this cold is hurting me. You are familiar to me, yet I do not know you. I get that a lot from Skullgirls. Yes, you are known to the Skullheart. You bear a curse that many would seek as a blessing, yet while your youth is eternal, your life is not. You're willing to walk a path of hardship, and in this, I feel we share a kinship. As you embraced your curse to defeat the Skullheart, so have I embraced the Skullheart to destroy the Medici. Yeah, I don't need the whole speech about how we're not that different. The only one thing you need to know about me, I'm the one who's about to bring you down. Then let us see if I will just be another corpse you leave in your wake. Alright, Annie. Time to face Mary. One of my least favorite bosses, because it's really, it's one of those classic boss fights where you just find the best move to spam on her, and then you just keep spamming it. One of my least favorite type of boss fights. But, you know, this was heavily inspired by Marvel 3, and it is definitely a Marvel 3 style boss fight. Got her. Easy peasy. I was like, alright, these moves will probably be good. I see the tattered soul behind this useful visage. You're worn thin by the world, and it is naive of you, blight. More than anyone, surely you have earned the right to have your heart's desire. To grow, to live, to love, and to die as all mortals should. All it would take is... whoosh. Never gonna happen. I'll find a way to stop the cycle. And when your power finally fades, so will my curse. Alright, Sagan. Ready to deal with the real problem? Oh. Don't worry, we got this, buddy. Oh, that wasn't the final. Apparently there's a greater... Is it double? I'm probably gonna have to fight double. Yeah. Shapeshifter. Fitting for a demon to live in a heck of your own making. Oh yeah, she can't, because you can't say hell. You are foolish enough to step into my domain, and once more, you stand alone, with only a little parasite to help you. Sagon and I don't need anyone else, yet you would not have arrived here so swiftly if not for the aid of allies. An honorable officer of the law, now clinging to life in a walking brass tomb. A young girl, struck down, raised from the dead, and then pushed by you to kill her own mother. I wonder how much hesitation your blade will carry if they are your opponents. Come over here and find out.
I'll kick Uranus.
I'll kick
This battle
Uranus.
is action.
No, I'm fighting my friends. Two of my friends both. I've got friends who've named these two characters. Ah, it's an overhead. I was forgetting. Okay, that does work. Maybe it only works on big guys. Ah, I missed. I'm not as familiar with Squiggly. Got her.
Get up. I didn't hit you that hard.
Is that all you got, monster? I'm barely breaking a sweat here. Your descent into Gehenna has only begun. For in this place, I am everywhere. I am everything. You have entered the maw of the beast, and this time you shall not escape. Yeah, I'm fighting doubles.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Oh no, I could time it right. Oh, that was a good switch. Ah, keep mistiming the light. Nice light. Got her. Oh, I didn't time it right, damn it. Oh. Whew.
It's over, monster.
Yeah, defeated all of hers. Ha, out of tricks already? There are plenty more to come. Then bring it on. I don't care how many copies you have of yourself. This time, I'm bringing you down for good. Then I'll find the source of the Skull Heart and put an end to this once and for all. You are truly burdened, child, yet you are not always this way. Once upon a time, you had the most pleasant smile. The joy in nature and the twinkling star of pristine night sky. Stop it, that won't work. It never works. Your mother only wanted to protect that smile. I wish that her daughter, her little stargazer, would never be sullied by the heartless world of adults. It was one of the purest wishes. What is I just stay and listen? The purest wishes I've ever heard. But even a wish for purity isn't pure. Quit it. I'm not listening. I don't care what face you wear. You strive to save the adults from the ignorance and naivete, like the unruly child that you are. But the cycle of the Skullgirl continues without pause. The wish holds true. You have not been sullied by the adults of the world. Your fall was for your own making. The violence and the death in the world, you did not hide from it. You bathed in it, and it was stained. It has stained your soul. You are jaded. You are cynical. You don't care about the world. All you care about, all that drives you, is your desire to kill me. Is this, you have become worse than the adults you claim to loathe. I'm so disappointed that you used to see what you become, Annabella. Stop! Stop! Darn you, monster. That was a cheap shot. In service to you, the divine, no tactic is taboo. And now no one, not even your parasite, can save you. Shall I give you a moment to utter a final prayer? Spare my gloating and get it over with. Then to spare any of the stars, for you suffer your final defeat. When you never been closer to your true goal. Annie. What? Girl, stay behind us. What are you doing here? We figured you beat the Skullgirl with Squiggly collapsed. But when you didn't come back, Eileen made us come looking for you. Luckily, the bandwagon arrived just in time. Take cover, you two. Big Ben and I will figure something out. You can't beat her. She'll kill you. Just leave me behind and... No! We won't leave you to die. You and Sagan came down here to fight the Skullgirl and this monster all by yourself. You did it so the rest of us wouldn't get hurt. But you don't have to fight alone. We all want to help you, Annie. Because you inspire us to be better. To do better. To persevere against all monsters. So please, you have to get up. Rah rah. Your resistance is futile. You heroes have fallen. All you assured is that you will share her demise. I won't let you hurt them. No. This is the power I'd forgotten. This is the power you cannot defeat. The power of not a single star in the night sky, but a twinkling of galaxies. The power of not a single soul, but a legion who dares to dream of a better tomorrow. Who dare to strive for a world without the Skullgirl. I fight for those who cannot and inspire those who can. This is who I am. This is who I must always be. I am Annie of the people. I am Annie of the stars. Yes. Go get her, Annie. Shapeshifter, centuries of hopes and dreams have sharpened my blade. Now my sword is the sword that will pierce the heavens and cleave your true heart.
The shapeshifter.
Who will our star be tonight? Action!
Grant me the strength to win this fight.
Got her. Yeah.
It's over, monster.
Season finale. You have changed nothing. The cycle will continue. Should have expected a star like you would bring the house down. We better get the show on the road before it comes down on our heads. Just give me a second. I can finish this. Annie, there's no time. They call to their hero, Annie. Will you save them or will you sacrifice their lives to end mine? Sagan, we gotta get out of here. Wow. Eileen, hold on tight. Okay. Sagan, give me all you got, buddy. Growl room. We're right behind you. I just got off the phone with your parents. They're on their way to pick you up, Eileen. They're not too mad, right? I don't want to get into too much trouble. I assured them we spent the whole Skullgirl attack hunkered down here on the set. I've never had to lie to them about something like this before, but I promise I won't tell anyone what happened. I don't think we have to worry about that. Annie should be resting. It's alright. I can handle standing upright. Besides, I've got something to say. Eileen, if you hadn't risked your life, I would have died back there. I'm sorry that I put you in a position like that, but I can't say how grateful I am. You now not only saved my life, but you helped me remember what and who I fight for. As you've probably guessed, I'm not your run-of-the-mill TV star. Yeah, I might have picked up on a few hints. It's no secret the show's based on a lot of old legends and folklore. The truth is, a lot of those old stories are based on my life. I've been alive for centuries. Century? That's how has no one figured it out? Well, it was a lot easier when I was just a radio star. The Canopy Kingdom was ruled with an iron fist back then. There were so many laws restricting the arts, everyone was smothered. People needed joy in their lives, and a moral compass that didn't come from the totalitarian Ronaire of the conniving Medici. It's like this. It's like how Superman started. Became a radio show that inspired a new generation of heroes. So I decided to try and do some good while waiting for the next Skullgirl. I had to dance around every regulation, record, and secret. But I got an episode of radio show broadcast on the Canopy Radio Network. That one show became 2, then 10, then 100. Annie, Girl of the Stars, was born. Then, once TV got popular, the Renoirs greenlit an adaptation called Annie of the Stars. The only trouble, the director was ordered to bring in the radio voice of Annie for the project. Imagine how surprised he was when he found me. I might have had an idea what it felt like. Luckily, instead of revealing my secret to the world, we worked out an agreement. I'd be the star of the show, as long as I wanted, and the show would cycle crew regularly. That way, no one would be able to realize the truth. On top of that, we selected a life double. While I was usually the star on screen, the other girl pretending to be the actress. And Florence was the first one. That's right, it taught me so much about the TV industry that I was able to become a successful producer. Once the director was ready to retire, I came back to help Annie's secret. We had a good run, just a shame it might all be over. What do you mean? Well, I let my bad attitude affect my work, and now the ratings are in the toilet. Hard to know how long it will be before we get cancelled. About that. Some news reports snapped around pictures of Annie of the Stars helping to evacuate citizens downtown. It's been amazing press. The ratings on the return last night shot through the roof, and the buzz around the mid-season finale with RoboFortune is staggering. At the very least, I think we bought ourselves a bit more time. That doesn't mean we're out of the woods yet. Promise, I'll get us out of this rating slump. When I'm done, Annie of the Stars will be more popular than ever. In that case, I think it's about time I brought up another piece of business. Annie, take a good look at Eileen. I don't know if you noticed, but the right height, the right eye color, the right face structure. Florence, you sneaky little snake. Well, you weren't going to do it. What are you talking about? The current Annie actress retired a few months ago, and even though her name is still in the credits, usually it's Annie's job to pick a replacement, but she was putting it off. So, with the show and Annie's best interests at heart, I took some initiative. Decided to use an essay contest to try and find a suitable candidate. Essay contest? Job's yours if you want it, Eileen. I think you're more than proven yourself. I mean, it would be my honor, but can I make some requests? Sure, let's hear them. I want you to apologize to everyone from yesterday, and I want you to let Peacock guest star on the show at least once. Yeah, we can make that happen. Then yes. Better be careful, Annie. This one will keep you honest. What? What you looking at? I got something in my teeth? he could talk. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that. That's awesome. I love this game. I used to have so much trouble with this game until they added more characters, and then I finally found someone I liked, and then like I started expanding my roster, and now I play like Valentine and Beowulf, and now I got Annie, and I played Robo Fortune. This game is great. I would highly recommend anyone check it out. It's one of my favorite fighting games of all time, and I play a. If you watch the channel, you know I play a lot of fighting games. So, thank you. Ongoing Skullgirls development won't be possible without players like you. So, with that, guys, we'll call it there for now. Probably be back later. Definitely got more streams planned. So, for now, guys, as always, don't forget to stay lucky, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye, guys.